There's the lawsuit against Ripple, over whether or not XRP, the Ripple coin, is a security or not. We'll see how that goes. We may well have a decision on that at the lowest court, the district court, this year, and I'm sure whichever way that comes out, there'll be appeals, and it could go all the way up to the Supreme Court. There's one, this maybe a 60, 70-year-old decision called Howie that the Supreme Court issued that kind of sets out what's an investment contract and gives the criteria by which a court could judge that. That's quite old. It's arguable whether or not it's still current. And I could see the Ripple case maybe ultimately, if it goes all the way up, to have the Supreme Court really re-examine that for its coherence in the current environment and whether it needs to be tweaked. So a lot of things riding on that. So that's like a really interesting thing to follow in this space.
The Ripple XRP versus SEC case can go all the way to the Supreme Court, according to this guy right here, Paul Atkins. And he is going to be the next chair of the SEC, as he's going to replace Gary Gensler. And according to him, the lawsuit could literally go all the way to the Supreme Court, and appeals could come up, and this could drag on. This lawsuit, this case, will go on for another few years. If it does go to the Supreme Court, the lawsuit is not going to end this year, and this is a warning. This is a bombshell. This is breaking news from the next head of the SEC, Paul Atkins. That is literally what he said about Ripple XRP. And also, I'm going to show you two other videos in today's video. Yes, this video right here, also he speaks about Ripple and XRP, and here as well. So I'm going to show you two other videos right now of Paul Atkins, the next head of the SEC, speaking about the Ripple XRP lawsuit. So if you own XRP right now, this is huge. Destroy the like button, subscribe, join us real quick, because also right now, XRP is the only cryptocurrency in the top 10 that is up for the year. Yes, when we compare XRP to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Solana, and Dogecoin, as you can tell, XRP is up year to date to about 12.5%. But Bitcoin is down about 10% for the year. Ethereum is down 40%. Binance is down 10% as well. And the XRP is the only crypto in the top 10, other than Tether, to be positive this year, and is in the green. And right now, XRP has the most amount of weekly inflows compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and the top 10 cryptos. As you can tell, for the past week, money has been flowing into XRP and out of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. But XRP has been the only crypto holding up very well. And XRP right now is the top best performing cryptocurrency in the United States and in the whole world, actually, this year. Yes, the biggest US-based crypto companies ranked by market cap. As you can tell, XRP is the biggest crypto in the United States, based in the US. And now also, before I show you these two other videos of Paul Atkins, because this is big, he speaks about XRP and Ripple and the lawsuit and how it's going to end soon, hopefully, and Ripple will win, according to him. He's still very positive that Ripple and XRP will win. Okay, before I show you these two videos, definitely take a look into TARS AI. This cryptocurrency right here, TAI, is the leading AI project built on Solana. Yes, they are backed by the Solana Foundation, and also they have over 7,000 wallet holders now. Yes, just now they have reached this massive milestone. TARS AI basically is the leading AI project built on Solana. So that's why I'll hold this project. And you can stake your tokens to earn passive income. They have a TARS GPT where you can ask it any question, like, what are the most active cryptocurrency exchanges? And then it will give you all of this information about the top crypto exchanges. So this is like a chat GPT built on Solana, and their TARS GPT has done over 25,000 searches in the past 24 hours. So a lot of people are using their platform, and I use this all the time, actually. Like, this is really helpful for my research when I'm making videos. I use this all the time. And they have a mobile application called Sona. Yes, the first AI assistant for the Solana mobile. They're coming pretty soon on the Android app, but now they're on the Solana mobile phone. And this is interesting because they partnered up with Grok. Yes, Sona and Grok are partnered up together, and this application has already done over 10,000 voice commands in the last 10 days. Yes, a lot of people are now using this application. So definitely take a look into this cryptocurrency right here. We started speaking about it when it was at 10 cents and we made a 5x on our money. And now it has come all the way back down to about 6 cents. So right now could be the perfect time to buy TARS, TAI. I will leave a link to their Twitter page, to their X page down below, and their website. Definitely do your own research. They have an AI agents marketplace coming out very soon. So definitely take a look into this project right here. I love it. You will love it as well. The links will be down below. Do your own research, and this crypto can make us a lot of money. TARS AI, thank you for sponsoring today's video. And back to XRP now, because we have a lot to cover with XRP. Now, Paul Atkins, this guy right here, is going to be the next head of the SEC, and he has a lot to say about Ripple and XRP. Listen to this.
So we'll see. I mean, one case that actually started under Jay Clayton, it's I guess his penultimate day in office, is the lawsuit against Ripple regarding XRP and whether or not that is a security. We should get a ruling in that trial here sometime here in the next couple months, maybe. So that may be an indication of where things are going to go. And perhaps the SEC is waiting to see how it might fare in court on that. But a lot of these arguments, especially if they take aim at trading platforms, are going to get back to the central question of what is a security and what's not. Because again, the SEC does not have jurisdiction over a trading platform if it's not trading a security. So, we come back to that essential question.
So just one question on that essential question. So as we know, the definition of security is quite murky. Is there any universe in which Ether could be considered a security in the current SEC? Because Chuck Gensler has suggested in the past that he believes Ether to be a security.
This is important right here, because if he answers yes, Ethereum is a security, then we could expect potentially a lawsuit against Ethereum once he becomes the head of the SEC. So listen to this.
Well, going back even before Chairman Gensler was nominated and then, of course, confirmed and appointed, there were some people who were saying, he's going to take a very hands-off approach to the crypto world because he knows it and understands it, that sort of thing. I think that is not indicated by anything before or, currently. I think he had that lecture at MIT that people can pull up on YouTube or whatever, where he talks about how Ether is a security.
And you all have seen that video. Gary Gensler literally said Ethereum was a security, but then they raised a lawsuit against XRP and they gave Ethereum a free pass. So there is something fishy happening behind the scenes.
But we heard back under the previous administration, Bill Hinman gave a speech where he talked about how Ether has morphed from arguably being a security at the beginning with its, how it came about and the organization around it, to how it's morphed into that arguably it's not a security. So that actually gave a lot of people some comfort, although it was only a speech by a staff member and it's not a statement or action of the commission. So
he's saying that basically Bill Hinman and Gary Gensler gave Ethereum a free pass, free. Like Ethereum didn't even have to do nothing, and they just gave Ethereum a free pass, but then they attacked XRP. So I'm glad that he's speaking the truth, and he knows the truth. So I like to hear this.
But at least that was something. So I think I think it's arguable that Bitcoin and Ether are not securities, and there's an indication that the SEC may well take that particular point. But
that's good. I like his answer. He said Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities, so he's consistent. He's saying BTC, ETH, and XRP, they should not be securities. So I love that he's consistent. He's not just picking and choosing winners like Bill Hinman and Gary Gensler. They chose winners and they chose losers. They were like, let's give Ethereum a free pass and let's attack XRP. But he is being consistent. He's being fair to all cryptocurrencies, and that's what we need.
I think the ramifications of declaring Ether to be a security are huge, and I don't think the market really understands what that would mean with rescission rights of people who have had who have traded Ether. If it's an unregistered security, that could just have a huge impact on that whole ecosystem of everything that's then based on that particular frame.
So Paul Atkins seems a lot more level-headed than Gary Gensler. He seems much smarter than Bill Hinman and Gary Gensler, and I like what he's saying so far. Now, Paul Atkins, just for reference, I'm getting a lot of people asking me, when will the new chair, Paul Atkins, get confirmed? Right? A lot of people are asking why it hasn't happened yet. So let me address it right now. There are dozens of new administration members that need to be approved by the Senate, and the cabinet members are usually the first ones to get confirmed. There is 9 cabinet members that still need to be voted on. Atkins will have his hearing in front of the banking GOP, a date for which has not yet been set. And then, if his nomination advances out of the committee, which is expected to, he will then be voted on by the full Senate. So for reference, Gary Gensler was not confirmed by the Senate until April of 2021, after being nominated by Biden in January of 2021. And Jay Clayton also was not confirmed until May of 2017, after Trump nominated him in January of 2017. So Gary Gensler, it took him from January to April of 2021 to be confirmed, and then Jay Clayton, it took him from January to May of 2017 to be confirmed. So right now, we are still in the middle of March. So if Gary Gensler was approved in April, that means that anywhere between April and May, we can expect for Paul Atkins to be nominated officially and become the head of the SEC within 1 or 2 months from now, because we're in the middle of March, so April, May, about in 2 months max, he should be confirmed by the Senate, as long as there is no holdups and no delays. And once he is the head of the SEC could drop the lawsuit, hopefully before it gets to the Supreme Court, because he said how it could literally go to the Supreme Court. So hopefully he drops it before it goes to the Supreme Court. Now, Paul Atkins also said that both sides will inevitably appeal, but Ripple has a very strong case. So listen to this video as well.
And I think if you look at the Howey case, and then you look at what is an investment contract, which is the Supreme Court took a stab at it back in whenever it was 1946 to figure out, okay, what does that actually mean? So they came up with a test that has the term in their expectation, and so expectation of profit. And so she parsed it out and applied it to the facts at hand, and we'll see whether or not that stands scrutiny, because this will be inevitably appealed, I'm sure, and I'm sure both sides think that they'll ultimately prevail. I do think that these sorts of questions, whether it be in Ripple or something else, will go up to the Supreme Court, and since this is all judge-made rules and by the Supreme Court itself, I think they're the appropriate ones, in the first instance here, since it's coming up to them, to try to clean up this mess. And then obviously Congress is there, but they're kind of dysfunctional, and so I don't really see anything immediately on the horizon. Maybe this will spur them as other judges try to deal with applying, these sorts of tests to other cases. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. But I do think that I think the Ripple folks here have a very strong case to push forward.
Ripple has a very strong case, but also he is warning that the case could go all the way to the Supreme Court because of the Howey test. Paul Atkins keeps mentioning the Howey test and how the Howey test was created in the 1940s and is old, and he wants the SEC, or he wants the US government, to change the Howey test. So in his mind, he might want to take the Ripple lawsuit all the way to the Supreme Court, so that way the Supreme Court can change the Howey test once and for all. So there is a possibility, I hate saying this, I don't want to say this, but there is a possibility the lawsuit will go all the way to the Supreme Court, and Paul Atkins literally has told us that. I showed you proof in today's video that he is saying that the Supreme Court can take the case and it will be extended. Now, in the short term, that will suck for XRP, because that means XRP will probably go down in price. But in the long term, if we go all the way to the Supreme Court and we win a case in the Supreme Court, that will be even bigger than just winning the case against the SEC. So keep that in mind. Paul Atkins has revealed a massive bombshell about Ripple, XRP, and the SEC lawsuits and the future of cryptocurrency. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you tap the like button, because people need to see this. This is really important. If you hold XRP, share this video, subscribe, join us. I love you all, and I will see you very soon. Until next time, Crypto AI Man.